what would you have said?
I think 10-year-old Dame would have been like, I want to be an NBA player. But if you would have asked me that maybe a year or two before that, I probably.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. A beautiful look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. O'Neal is out there with Durant. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And for Charlotte, we've got Rozier. Washington out there with Plumlee. And it's Hayward. And it's Ball in at the 1. So the Hornets win the tip. Hayward on the wing. Over O'Neal. And Hayward gets it to go.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Here's Claxton. Durant dishes to Irving. Back to KD. Now the pass to Irving. He kicks to KD. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. It's deflected. Fast break now for Charlotte. Hayward's running. Ball with the bucket.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
You know, for a young fella, P.J. Washington is starting to show some real skill as a trash talker. I mean, he said back in high school, some people are not mentally strong. So I try to get in their heads a little bit, and so far it seems to be working.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And having a mature understanding of the game, Washington exploits any weakness he can find.
Greg, I like that word mature because that's the type of game he has. He's very aware, reads the floor and situations well, and then he executes. He's got a lot of polish and refinement in his game, and he's a value-utility guy who can make plays that help you win.
And so just over a minute and a half played. KD on the wing. The Nets working the ball around now. O'Neal kicks to Simmons to halt the run. Pass to Claxton. Irving against Ball. Irving's shot is good.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Irving. Dishes to Durant. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Irving's got 5 now.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Hayward outside. To the inside. Here's Washington. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
KD passes to O'Neal. And the Nets, another 3. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's KD. Count it.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Hornets leading by 8. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now, here's Oubre. Here's Williams. That one goes. Count it. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Hornets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Nice D from Warren. Nets trail by 10. Down low. It's deflected. Martin with it. Picked up by Harris. Feeds it to Ball. Shoots. Trying to get open is Oubre. Hornets keep it alive. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Morris passes to Harris. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Mills dishes to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Curry passes to Warren. Williams with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And here's Mills. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Curry. Morris outside. Passes it to Mills. Kicks to Warren. Stolen by McDaniels. The shot, no good. And so it's Charlotte, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly. And earlier we...
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day? And how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Kelly Oubre out there with ball. Then it's Williams. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Martin in at the small forward. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And so here's Charlotte following the bucket by the Nets. Ball with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. On here comes Curry all alone. Basket counts.
Hey, he's so good at running to the right spot at the right time in transition. Seth Curry, somebody you've got to have an eye on in the open court.
Now here's Ball. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Charlotte calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Both teams will make substitutions. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. There's the pass to Rozier. In the corner, it's Oubre. That shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Hayward outside. Three-pointer. And the Hornets miss again. Brooklyn with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Hornets leading by 4. Hayward outside. And Hayward at the stuff.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And Clark, he's proving to be one of the more explosive players in the league. Scary Terry.
He has the build of a boxer, Greg, in some ways. Great muscle definition, really quick in all aspects. You notice nobody really ever messes with this guy. He's quiet, and those guys often are the scariest because you know they're tough when they don't say much. And his style of play is pretty much fear striking as well.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Kyrie Irving. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Hayward for 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Irving throws it down.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Hornets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Rozier looking around. Inside, here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, how about Washington and his production, but playing with a lot of heart, too. Working hard for every hoop.
Timeout called, the Nets. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious he feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Martin's checked in for Kelly Oubre. The shot's good. Hayward's got 4 points this quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
They get it back. The kick out to Irving. Pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Takes the 3. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Irving passes to Simmons. And Durant gets double teamed. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
And the Hornets with possession here. Now Martin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Plumlee, and it's McDaniels in for Washington. Now the feed to Hayward. And Hayward at the stuff.
And I don't think there's any doubt what a determined scorer Hayward is. He's not going to let some contact keep him from finishing.
Ball's checked in for the Hornets. .106 left to play here in the half. Simmons inside. Defended by Hayward. Claxton the pass to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Passes it to Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
That's good from Simmons.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's McDaniel. Ball feeling it out a bit. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Pocket 2, really left alone that time. 9 points for Williams. Nets trail by 6. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Durant, the pass to Claxton. Back to KD. He kicks it to O'Neal. And again, it's the Nets missing. Now here's McDaniel. Guarded close. Here's Ball. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Mills. The pass to Morris. With 1 on the clock, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so we wrap up the first half. Hornets lead by 9. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They lead by 9 points. And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
On offense, they've been very efficient, taking good shots and hitting them. That's very important. The confidence has to be through the roof heading into the second half.
Kenny, how do you think the Nets will play?
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on an island a lot of times, and that's getting them burned.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Markieff Morris. Seth Curry is out there with Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. For 3, Durant. Plumlee with the rebound. Hornets leading by 10. Here's Rozier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rozier's got 7 points.
One of the things coaches like is aggressive players. And Rozier is that in spades.
Here's Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. For Brooklyn, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Good on the second free throw. Rozier with the ball. He has 7. And for those of you turning in. We're about a minute into the second half. Here's Hayward. A wide open look for Plumlee. No good on the three. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 11. Back to KD. Stolen by Washington. Pass the ball to the middle. Here's Hayward. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Oubre is checked in for Gordon Hayward. Durant nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Hornets leading by 9. Ball finds Rozier. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Back to Plumlee, and it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Rozier. Over Curry. And the Hornets miss again.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Here's Washington, and he uses the glass on the layup. Washington's got 14 points.
Boy, off the turnover that time, Washington doing a good job scoring because he hustled down the court.
Count that one. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Morris. Curry passes to Claxton. Now here's Curry. On the wing, Morris. Stolen by Ball. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Martin subbed in for Ball. And a new group in for the Nets. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Warren comes in for Markieff Morris. O'Neal's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for Seth Curry.
Just have to be more careful with Simmons. I mean, he's absolutely brilliant at keeping the defense off balance.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And the Hornets making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Mills, he's checked in for Irving. Hornets leading by 10. Here's Rozier. 7 points in the game. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
One of the things Rozier does best, attack, going right at guys.
Warren, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Oubre. Shoots. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 4th assist in this one.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Hornets have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. To the paint, here's McDaniels, and he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 12.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Mills kicks to O'Neal. The pass to Harris. Now Mills. Simmons left side. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Now here's Rozier, covered by Mills. Now here's Rozier. Count that one. Rozier's got 11 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Oubre, good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Warren.
Well, I tell you what, I love watching Warren match the defense's intensity and still be able to convert. This is a hard-nosed, really good offensive player.
Rozier kicks to Williams. Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Warren finds Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Mills passes to Simmons. And here is Warren. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Williams. 1 second left. It's off. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Ball out there with Martin, and it's Hayward. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Washington in at the 4 spot. So that's the Hornets 5.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The shot by KD, no good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
The quick look, no good that time. Nets trail by 16. Irving kicks to Simmons. Durant at the elbow. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Simmons. Clock at 6. KD with it. And it's Martin picking him up, and Durant gets it to go.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Ball dishes to Martin. Back to Ball. Down low. Here's Hayward. He gets that one.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
That free throw good from Hayward.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Outside Ball. Washington kicks to Hayward. Back to Washington. Outside Martin. This one for three. But they recover it. Nets trail by 15. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
Curry's checked in for Royce O'Neal, and KD drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that move.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, what a nice ball fake there. Hard not to bite on that one. I mean, you have to be aggressive if you want to challenge KD's shot, and then he's got you right where he wants you.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Rozier. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the Hornets call time here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ball. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got 20 points.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Here's Plumlee. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. That free throw good from Durant.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Hornets leading by 10. And here is Rozier. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I tell you what, Rozier is a guy who doesn't back down. Matter of fact, this guy will take a hit and keep on ticking.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
KD is so good at drawing contact. You might remember now they changed the rules on that rip move that he perfected.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Hornets. So he gets them both. Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Simmons against Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's good from Ball. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Nets trail by 12. Outside, KD. Back to Irving. The dish to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
Here's Ball. No good there. Simmons with the defensive effort. Ball's gone 4 of 12 shooting from the floor. Only 33%. That cuts the lead to single digits. Irving's got 22 points.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Hornets leading by 8. Now Ball. Pass to Rozier. Back to Ball. Takes a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Simmons passes to KD. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're in front by 6. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
The Nets making a switch here. Warren's checked in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Warren finds Durant and finished off by KD.
Hey, TJ Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Hornets leading by 6. Ball with it. Passes to Rozier. Over Irving. Misses off the left iron. And here are the Nets. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant against Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. It's the first that brings them within 5. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And an intentional foul right there. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Warren the pass to KD. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
And the Hornets call time here. They're up by 4. 24 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
You know, Rozier is known as an energy guy, but he's also a talented scorer who has a real hunger to continue to improve.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Frames it from downtown.
Boy, his timing is just superb. Durant absolutely lethal on catch and shoot opportunities.
"20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. Two-possession game now.
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 5. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Looking strong to the finish. When Durant locks in on scoring, nobody stopping.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Outside Warren. And Durant puts up a deep 3, misses the shot. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.